Welcome to East Meets West Qigong. I call these movements East Meets West Qigong because I believe that if we use the knowledge from both East and West and integrate the movements with synchronized breathing patterns, we can enhance our own health. The word Qigong can be broken into two parts. Qi means the vital energy or life force that flows through our bodies. Gong is usually translated into work or a skill that is cultivated through steady practice. There are many different Qigong styles, and within these styles there are thousands of exercises. Tai Chi is one of them. They all have one thing in common. They involve posture, moving, stationary or sitting, breathing techniques, and mental focus. In East Meets West Qigong, I have combined 25 soft flowing movements that are easily learned on both the left and right sides. Once we learn these movements, we combine them into a soft, continuous flowing form, which will reduce stress, build stamina, help with balance and coordination, and strengthen the immune system. My goal is to encourage people to slow down, breathe deeply, relax the whole body, and enjoy a new way of exercising. Let East and West meet in these joyful movements, bringing peace and harmony within you and those around you. Welcome, I'm Marlene. Before I start with the movements today, I would like to introduce you to the dantian. The dantian is located approximately 2.5 inches below your navel. This energy center plays an important part in Qigong, not only for your movements, but also for your breath. Most of us take our natural breath for granted. We're not really sure how we breathe in, so we just it's just a natural thing we do. Today I would like you to put one hand to the top of your chest and one by the belly. I want you to just close your eyes if you want to, and as you're inhaling and exhaling naturally, don't change anything, but just kind of be aware of what it sounds like or what it feels like. Just take a few breaths and really be aware. Is anything happening with your hands? Does your breath have a sound? How deep does your breath flow? If your top of your hand is moving first, the one by the chest, that means you're probably breathing pretty shallow. So what I like you to do is take both hands by the belly. We're going to do the dantian, what we call dantian breathing or deep belly breathing. Visualize you have a balloon, approximately again 2.5 inches below the navel, and it has a tube running up to the throat. We're going to breathe in and out through the nose. Unless you have allergies, then just do the best you can. But if you can, breathe in and out through the nose with the hands by the belly. Visualize as your breath flows into the top of your nose, going to the down the throat, filling the little balloon, and feel the balloon expand. And then as you exhale, the balloon contracts or deflates. It inflates as it goes out. It deflates as it goes in. This exercise is very important for your Qigong exercises. As you're moving, the breath will then lead the tempo of your movement. So try each day to practice just a little bit. In the beginning, it might be very uncomfortable, but do the best you can right now. And maybe you don't want to spend a whole lot of time the first time, but each day as you go along, try to practice a little bit longer. Again, one more time. Take the breath into the back of your throat. Let the breath drop down to your balloon. Feel the balloon expand. Feel the balloon go flat. The belly goes out, and the belly goes in. And then just relax your body. If you've been sitting in a chair, I would like to encourage you now to get up and start the movements with me. Sometimes some of you may not be able to sit or to stand up and move. It's okay if you sit in a chair. You can still participate, so nobody's going to be left out. But if you can, please get up with me and start with. The first thing we're going to do is concentrate on the posture. And our posture is always very relaxed. There's softness behind your knees, so you never want to lock the knees. It's just a softness behind the knees. And the spine is straight, as if you're suspended from the ceiling. And if you tuck the chin just very slightly, you can feel actually the spine elongate a little bit longer. So this is our posture throughout all the movements we're going to learn. Sometimes we kind of forget about it. I will always remind you again. The hands are going to be next. The hands are very relaxed. They're not lifeless. They're very energetically alive. But if you watch the hands, they're slightly open. They never go tight like this unless I say so. So watch, again, with the wrists, they're really loose, and the hands are open. So as I'm moving up with the hands like this, it's almost fully extended but not locked in with the arms. And as I bring the elbows slightly back, watch the hands now softly float down. Again, I come up, inhaling up, bring the elbows slightly in and softly float down. When you're going up, remember not to go too high unless, again, we do a specific exercise that we go high. At this point, just stay in this position here. So this is all the hands really do. So it's really easy if you can remember the posture and the hands. So we're ready for our first exercise, actually, which is called East Meets West. The feet are shoulder width apart, approximately. Some of you may want to go a little bit wider, some of you not quite as wide. But do not go real narrow. Make sure that it's approximately shoulder width. And watch my hands as they come up with the palms facing up. My shoulders stay down. I would like to not go lift the shoulders. I really want to relax the upper body. Keep that softness behind your knees. And then the hands is just going to open up. The elbows open up and the hands are now horizontal. As I'm coming up to here, the hands come together, and then slowly the shoulders come down, elbows come down, and the hands rest here. And the left foot comes in, and I bow and namaste. The word namaste means the spirit in me greets the spirit in you. So that's the first opening. Easy, isn't it? Let's try it again one more time. We're going to inhale. We're going to exhale. We're going to inhale. The hands are parting, straight down. Bring the left foot in, bow, and namaste. Nice job. Okay, this is an easy one. So now we're going to go with the feet a little bit. Remember we said we start shoulder width apart. So the first one is, if you watch my feet, as the feet are straight ahead, that's called a natural stance. Sometime visualize a clock in front of you on each of your foot. It's 12 o'clock by each toe, no matter where you're facing. If I open my right toe towards 1 o'clock and I open my left toe towards 11 o'clock, that is now an open stance, and you can feel the hip flexors being open. So that's a much easier stance to then move around. So what I do, I put my feet together here, and you see I have a small gap there. And then I bend my knees softly, keep my spine straight. And at this point, I need to shift my leg. If you watch that red band here, that will always be your left side. It's not my left side, but pretend that's also my left side now, because I'm going to do all the movements mirror image of you. So as my feet are bent, I'm going to shift the weight to your right leg, and I'm going to extend the left heel. See my toes still up a little bit? I'm going to shift the weight over to the right leg or left leg now for you. When I go back and forth, I'm gliding across. Watch my body. I would like to not come up and down like this. When my weight is on my left leg, it's bent. That is now considered young or hard or full. This one is straight. It is a nice stretch in the inner thigh, but the knee is straight. That is yin or empty. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to visualize I sit on the bench and I'm going to glide back and forth. Just back and forth. Not bobbing up and down, but gliding back and forth as if you're polishing a bench. You're sitting on a bench and you're kind of polishing it back and forth. So this is the sideways movement. There's going to be front movements, but today, right now we're not even going to touch on that because we just kind of want to be comfortable with this one. So that was what the feet do. It's easy, isn't it? Again, make sure that your spine is straight. When I come back in, I have my weight on the left leg and bring the left right foot in and come up like this, and the feet are again at that angle. The hands have another job. We're going to work the energizing the 3 dantians. And when I come back to the belly here, to the dantian, and then I go to the heart center, that's the 2nd dantian, and up here is the 3rd dantian. If you have high blood pressure, do not go up to this center here. Stay in these 2 centers below here. It's not good for you to go up to the 3rd center. All you do is here, get the hands together and then open them just a little bit. You don't want to go way out like that. That's just throwing the energy away. So we're starting about within our body with here, but I always come back to the center. So this, I'm going to inhale, I'm going to exhale. And remember, we're going to start with the left side again. So I do 3, and on the 4th one, as I open up, I'm going to come together and move up to the second center. Again, inhaling and exhaling. This is pretty easy. Just relax your shoulders, keeping your spine straight and softness behind your knees. Moving up to the 3rd center. Again, if you have high blood pressure, do not go up there. Stay in the 2nd center. As you're coming out with the last one, watch the hands. All they do is just softly drop down till they're resting on the bottom again. So let's see if we can hang the feet and the hands together. I'm going to start from a stance with the feet out. Bend your knees, spine is straight. I'm going to take my left foot and move the foot over, and the hands are starting here. As the foot moves out, watch the hands open, and the weight is now on the left side. As the hands come together and go, move to the right side. Move to the left, move to the right. At the same time, if you want, inhale, exhale, and move up to the next center. Again, to the left, inhale, exhale, in, out. The last center, in, out, in. We normally do 3, and then on the 4th one, let's say this is the 4th one, I'm going to go one more time to the left side and bring your foot in and softly rest. Good job. So this is called the second one. It's called Energize the 3 Dantians. Next one is going to be a little bit harder, but you have already learned the sideways movement. So that's going to be easy. The hands are going to be a little bit harder. This is going to it's called Brush the 4 Corners. Watch my hands. You're going to go to the left side first. So your left hand, not my left hand, will be on the bottom, and the right hand will be on top. So as I'm going to go open up, watch the left hand just kind of pivot, and the right hand brushes straight down. Then I'm going to turn the palms, and now they both face again together. If you watch, I don't come over here to the right side, left side, or to my right side. It's always coming back to the middle again. So from here, open up, come back to the center line, open up, come back to the center, open up, come back to the center, and open up. If you watch my hands, they just softly turn. They do not go way out because it's going to take you a much longer time. If you only pull one hand open, watch, this hand is open, and this hand hasn't gone any place. So what you need to do, remember, both hands pull at the same time, and then turn softly, and they come back to the center line again, to your dantian or your belly button area. So again, open, close, open, close. So that's what the hands do. The feet are going to be fun. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put some bands out for you so you can see that it's going to be just a little bit different. We're going to have a red band, and we're going to have a green band. I'm going to take this one out of the way so you don't get confused with this one. Okay? What we're going to do, I'm going to turn later on my back to you so you can see what I'm doing from the back. As you're turning like this, remember, this is going to be your 12 o'clock, this is going to be your 3 o'clock, this is going to be your 6 o'clock, and this is going to be your 9 o'clock. So when we're turning around, you will remember the 12, the 3, the 6, and the 9, and the 12 again. Let me just show you from the front first what I'm going to do. I'm going to bend my knees again. I'm going to start in this position. I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to take my left toe. Remember, this is your left side. So I'm going to go to the side, and the hand is still. It's still the same, gliding back and forth. That will not change. That will always be the same. But we're going to do something different now, and I will turn around so you can see from the back, because I think it will be a little bit easier for you to see it. So I'm going to turn the same way as you are. Now remember, this is also my left side, just like yours was. I'm going to tack my feet again with a little gap between the legs. My spine is straight, and I'm sinking down. As I'm going to go to the left side and open up, I glide back and forth. But now I need you to open your right toe towards 3 o'clock. And then shift the weight all the way to the right leg, keeping your spine straight. Now take your left toe and take it to the right heel. Now go sideways. Now watch the body. It's kind of facing at an angle, but that's not exactly what I would like to do. So I have an option of opening my right toe just a little bit. Now watch. They're both open at the same way. So now it's easy for me to glide back and forth again. And I normally will glide to the left, glide to the right, so I will do 3 of them. And then after the third one, on the fourth, I go to the left side, and then I'm opening my toe again, right toe. I'm going to bend it, go to 6 o'clock, bend the knee, the toe is now down. Keep your spine straight. Take your left toe towards your right heel, step to the left side. Now again, my body is slightly turned. So what I would like to do is open the right toe, so adjust it and watch. They're both parallel now and the same. My body is facing, if you have walls, there's 1 wall, 2 walls, 3 walls, 4 walls. So that's an easy way to do also. If you can't remember the clock, remember the right hand. What I want to do is open the right side. So I take my right toe again, open it, bend your knee, shift the weight on the leg, touch with the left toe, go sideways. Now again, I'm not in a good position, so I would like to adjust that right toe a little bit and watch how I can glide back and forth. Very easy. Again, keep in mind that your spine is straight and you're not bobbing up and down. You're gliding back and forth. Open your right toe one more time. Bend your right toe. Take your left toe towards your right heel. Now go sideways again. Watch my body. It's still again facing sort of in that direction. Change it by lifting the right toe, not the heel. And now I'm back where I started, and I go back and forth, just like we did before. So that's kind of easy, isn't it? Okay, now that we have that pattern, and we have the hand pattern, we're going to have to hang them together. That's a little bit harder. So what I'm going to do, again, I'm going to turn my back, because if I go mirror image, you will be going that way, or it's going to be much harder for you to see. So I think it probably is much easier if I can start you with the back, just like you're starting, and with the hands and everything. Remember, the left hand will be on the bottom, so watch my hand. You're going to start with this foot, the left hand's on the bottom, and the right hand on top. So I'm going to turn around, facing again forward. So if you can see, the feet are again at a slight angle, the spine is straight, and I bend my knees. The left hand is on the bottom and the right hand on top, close by the belly button. I'm going to extend my left foot to the left side, and when I shift the weight over, both hands are opening up. Both palms come together by the belly button, and as I open the toe, as I go back to the right hands and left hand open. Back to the belly button, open. Open the right toe. Hands are now on top of each other by the belly button. As I shift the weight, the hands open, and the hands come back together again. Open, and shift. Back and forth. Left hand is on the bottom, right hand is on the bottom as I go to the right. Left on the bottom. Now open your right toe. Right hand is on the bottom. Shift your weight. Go to the left. Open and close. I'm going to try to show it to you mirror image, and we're going to do only a couple of them. We're going to go to this side for you. Okay, remember you're this way. So you're going to go open with this foot. I'm going to go here and I'm going to open with this foot, but I'm going to show you the hands so you can see a little bit easier. So from here, again, as you're starting to the left and to the right. Watch the hands, they go to the center. I shift back and forth. Watch the hands as they go to the center. Shift back and forth. Now your weight is on your left foot. I would like you to get the hands together in the center and open your right toe. As I push the toe down, watch how the hands open up. As the heel comes to the toe again, the hands are back to back, and I go to the right or left side and open up. Go to the right, palm to palm, and open up again. Let's try it out one more time. Again, start from this position, bend your knees. Right, left hand is on the bottom. I'm going to extend the left heel out, and the hands are open like this. The hands are going to come back to the center line, and I'm going to open up to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Remember, you're gliding back and forth. You're not bobbing. Now from here, open your right toe and hands are palm to palm again with the right hand on the bottom. Shift your weight and open the hands. As the toe touches my left toe, comes to the right heel. Open the hands as I go to the side, palm to palm, and adjust your foot on the right. And go back and forth again. So this is what I do, back and forth. This is a little bit hard, so don't forget that we're going to repeat this again. What I like to do right now is lead you one more time through the things that we have just done, so it gives you a little bit an idea of the things you can already accomplish today. So we're going to go up, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, bring your left foot in, namaste. Now watch what we're doing. Instead of stopping here, we're going to sink right down. Bend your knees and take your left foot and open it up as the hands open. And we're going to go close again and go to the left and close again. So we're going to go 3 of them, back and forth, inhaling, exhaling. One more, in, out. We're going to go to the next center, inhale, exhale, in, out, in, out. Go to the next center, in, out. This is our last one. So we're going to bring the left foot in and go down. Now watch, instead of stopping, the hands come right palm to palm. I'm going to open my left foot, palm to palm, shift to the right, palm to palm, shift to the left, to the right. Remember, palm to palm before you shift. So don't worry about the breathing in and out right now. It is just a shifting back and forth, but you always have to come back to the center. Watch what happens if I don't. Let's just say I have gone to my right side, and you forget that this hand is supposed to come in, and I go back to here, and then come here. It's not going to work. Always come back to the center, then both hands have to open with the body at the same time. Coming back and open at the same time. So this is really easy. Now remember what we're going to do? You're going to open your right foot. So open the right foot, palm to palm. As I shift the weight to the right leg, the hands open up, the toe comes to the heel, and the hands are together again. Open up. Adjust your right toe. Palm to palm and shifting. And again. Let's say this is number 2. We exhale. We inhale to the left. And we exhale to the right. Palm to palm. Now open the toe. Palm to palm. Open the toe. Open the hands. Palm to palm and open. Palm to palm, open. You should be coming on your left leg so you can open your right hand. Right hand is on the bottom. Left hand on top. Open the toe. Shift your weight, open. Touch with the toe. Hands are on top of each other again. Now go to the side, open. Palm to palm and open. Back and forth. Keeping your spine straight. Remember, the weight shifts from one leg to the other, yin and yang, or hard and soft. Just kind of flowing back and forth. Okay, get ready to move again. Turn and open the toe. Remember, palm to palm. As I shift the weight on my right leg, the hands open up. As I touch with the toe, the hands come palm to palm. As I go to my left, open, palm to palm, and go to the right. So these are the movements that we have just done. Easy. Good job. My next one is, as we're going to learn the forward motion. You have now learned back and forth like this. We're going to leave the band right here because it will help you a little bit with the next movements. As I'm going again from this stance here, I'm going to bend my knees and the weight will shift to the right leg. I'm going to lift my left heel and I'm going to extend the foot forward. Bend your left knee and come back again. I'm going to start doing a mirror image of you again so you can see. Remember, this is your left side. Let me get the band again. This is your left side over here. So I'm going to go over here, bend my knees, bend your knees. From here, I'm going to extend the left heel forward. If you watch, there is a gap between the legs. You cannot go straight forward like that because if you're moving forward, you're going to be really unbalanced. So again, as you're starting, leave that gap between your legs there, between the heels. Feet are at an angle again. 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock approximately. You don't have to be exact. Where you're comfortable. From here, I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to watch my left toe. It lifts up so I can adjust the heel, and my foot is pointing straight ahead. I'm going to I'm going to extend the left heel. I'm not going to reach for it because that makes me too far out, because remember, I have to keep my spine straight. I'm going to bend that knee now. So now again, this is hard. The back leg is soft. As I'm moving back, I'm gliding back again. All my movements are coming from the dantian or the waist. I will not go like this or go like that. As I move back, I'm gliding back. As I move forward, I'm gliding forward. So this is the forward and backward movement of the body. The body will take your hands, whatever we're going to do later on. There's going to be a lot of different movements. This is the important part of the Qigong movements. It's the yin and yang, or hard and soft separation, as we're moving back and forth. We're gliding, and we're not moving back, up and down. Let me show you another thing that I see a lot of times in students that I teach. We're going back and forth like this, but if you watch my body, my upper body is really moving kind of like I'm moving back and forth, but I have not moved the legs. You should never have both knees bent. They should never both be straight. One has to be always bent and the other one straight, not locked in. So when I talk about yin and yang, or hard and soft, that's what I mean. Visualize like you're pouring water from this leg here and you're moving back and you're pouring into this leg. So the leg does not stay straight. It just right away starts bending. And it goes forward again. It starts bending again. And it goes forward. Let's get off this foot because you might get tired. So watch my leg. It stays bent. I bring this foot back and I come straight up. Give the leg a rest. I do the same thing on the other side. Bend the knee. Lift the heel, extend it, go back and forth, glide back and forth. So this is something that we are doing in all the movements. We're going either sideways. In the next lesson, I'm going to show you a pattern that we're going to play with this, and it's going to make it real easy to move either to the side or we're going to move forward. So don't worry about that right now. But it's something that you can practice. As you're going sideways, remember you want to keep the body even. You don't want to bob up and down. As I go forward, again, I'm starting from here. I don't go narrow and I don't go too far forward because then I'm going off balance. The spine needs to stay straight. So just enjoy it and have fun with it. Again, remember the dantian breathing. We want to remember to breathe deeply, not real shallow, because eventually the breath will set the tempo of your movements, and the waist, you will move through the waist. The upper body will not move separately by itself. So from now, let's go through one more time, and we're just going to go real soft. Feet are shoulder width apart. Bend your knees. Spine is straight. Inhale. Exhale. Foot in. Namaste. thank you all for coming, and I hope you join me for the next lesson again. And remember to practice what you have learned if you can remember. I thank you all. Namaste.